The power of possibility will change your life. Stay to the very end because I am going to circle around and explain to you how this power will help you become a real estate investor. 4 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I met the most beautiful girl at the gym. She was like an Indian with a dot, right? Beautiful hair. She was so fit. I mean, she was like a 10 out of 10, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? Every day, I literally watch 1 to 3 different men hit up on her every freaking day at the gym. She was a knockout, ladies and gentlemen. And, you know, being 48 years old, going to two separation, I had came to a conclusion that I'm not going to be able to find a traditional woman in America anymore. And therefore, I'm okay with being single the rest of my life. I am totally happy by hanging out with myself in isolation. I love isolation. I just love doing stuff with myself, you know. I am a guy that could just sit home, turn the TV off, and just meditate all day long, and I'm okay with that. I don't need a whole lot of noise. I don't need to go out. I don't need to have a whole lot of friends, etc. You know, I am that type of guy. You know, the guy that's a silence one. Now, some of you guys may be watching me, you think that I'm like really social, and because I'm out here doing videos for you. But honestly, I'm an introvert. If you ever see me on the street, I'm not a social guy. Okay, till 3 weeks ago, I seen this girl at the gym. She was like a knockout, right? But that's not what made me attracted to her. It was 2 things that made me really, really attracted to her, okay? And I'm going to show you how that's going to relate to you, okay? The power of potential is what I'm calling it. The 2 things that made me really, really attracted to her was that this internal will that she had. She would go work out like 80% harder than most men at the gym. I'm talking about 80% harder than most guys at the gym. She would work out extremely hard. She would push herself like I've never seen it before. Guys, I've been in the fitness industry since 6th grade, 8th grade. You know, I was opening gyms at 8th grade, guys. You know, I was having my first personal training business in 9th grade, 10th grade. I've trained thousands of people. I worked at different gyms, and so I've seen a lot of hot mamas. But this was not a physical attraction, even though she was a 10, dude. It was not a physical attraction. It was 2 things that made me really attracted to her. Number 1 was that her ability to just keep going whenever she got tired. Like, she's the type of woman that I've never seen that before. You know, I've seen men have that characteristic, but not women. You know, what I call a champ, someone that's willing to go through the pain no matter what. The other thing that really, really, really gravitated me to her was she's like a real woman, you know, like, not the American woman, you know, like blue hair, green hair, bunch of tattoos, bunch of body count, you know, that kind of stuff. You know, I'm totally disgusted with that kind of lifestyle in America. And that's why I came to the conclusion that, hey, I'm just going to be with myself the rest of my life, because the probability of me finding a traditional woman in America is slim to none with low body count. Unless I'm willing to bring someone from India or bring someone from Iran or bring someone from the Philippines or something like that, imported men, that, you know, the odds of me finding a traditional woman are literally 0, okay? So the 2 things that really made me attracted to this girl was her feminism. Like, she's like a real woman, right? And this is not the vibe that I got from her. The other day I was at the gym, and this black dude that I made friends with, he went up and shot his shot with the girl, right? And he came back, and I said, how did it go? And he said, man, this girl is a really nice girl. She's a real woman. And I was like, boom, that's exactly what I felt with myself, that she's a real woman. She's not like, you know, like the fake women, or you know what I mean, like, oh, the alpha woman. She's like a real feminine woman, and it was mind-boggling because there's hardly any real women out here, right? So, anyways, guys, the first time I went and talked to her, and I said, hey, are you Persian or Indian? And she said she was Indian. I was like, all right, cool. The second time I went and talked to her, was just one word. I said, hey, can I borrow some muscle from you? And I made her laugh, right? And the third time I went up and talked to her, and I'll tell you about that in a minute, which was today, right? But before I had the courage to go talk to her, I'd been so naive, guys. You know, like, I only had 3 serious relationships in my whole life, you know, and I've never chased women in my life. Like, literally, I've never chased women in my life. I had to Google the idea, is men supposed to approach women? Because I really didn't know. I mean, it sounds like really funny, but I honest to God, I didn't know that men are supposed to approach women, because all my life, women have been approaching me. Like, I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm the bad, I'm this. No, literally. In high school, my girlfriend approached me, right? The first wife that I had, she approached me. The second approach, I mean, like, I've never literally chased a woman in my life. I've never cold approached a woman in my life, dude. Usually women are the ones that are coming to me, okay? So at 40 years old, I didn't even realize that I have to go approach a girl. And I seen this beautiful girl, and I knew that she's not going to come talk to me because she's a 10. She's beautiful. She has everything going for her from the exterior that I see. And then there's literally like 1 to 3 guys going to her every day at the gym and hitting on her, right? And I'm like, dude, if I want this chick, I have to go and chase her. And here's the thing. I didn't even know how to chase a girl. I didn't even know how to cold approach a girl, right? I didn't know. I'd never done this before, right? So I started getting on YouTube, right? I watched 1 or 2 guys that talked about being a socializer and how that's going to help you attract women. And then I watched this other guy talking about like how to cold approach a woman. I was like, all right, for 3 or 4 days or 5 days, maybe a week, I start taking notes and watching this guy, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to start doing that, dude. I'm going to start going out there and cold approaching everyone. Like, if it's an old man, if it's a young man, if it's a muscular dude, if it's a girl, it doesn't matter. Everyone that I see, I'm going to start talking to, because normally I am the silent guy. They say the silent guy is the most deadliest in the group. I don't never talk. When we go places, I'm just the quiet guy. I don't care about small talk. I'm not into like bullshitting. I'm a serious dude. I don't know if you guys can tell, right? I'm not like, like, hey, let's kick the shit. I'm not that type of guy, dude. I'm intense. When I do something, I'm laser focused, and I don't give up till I achieve it. That's the type of guy I am, and exactly that's the type of girl this Indian girl was. So I had to figure out how can I improve myself to go and talk to her, because damn, dude, I was nervous as hell when I wanted to go talk to her. Like, I was like literally scared. My heart was like boom, boom, boom. And here's the thing, guys. I had, like, after my first wife, dude, I was on the internet. I had all kinds of high quality women hitting on me. Like, I swear on my kids and on my own life that, I had doctors hitting on me, sending me like nude pictures, dude. I had chiropractors. I had physician's assistants. I had all these high quality women, like, literally DMing me in my inbox because, they knew I had 3 businesses. I had all these rentals. I was making money. Like, I never had to chase women. Like, beautiful women were like literally chasing me. So I was totally ignorant of chasing women. I didn't know what chasing women was. I thought only simps did that. I'm not no simp. I just work on myself and I'll allow the women to come to me. That was my mindset. But I realized that at 40 years old, the quality of this woman is high caliber. That's not going to happen. So again, I start watching on YouTube how to cold approach, how to talk to women, because shit, I didn't know what to say. Boom, boom, boom. I was all nervous hell. So anyways, the first time I hit her up, what the guy said on YouTube. So I approached that, and I said, well, I kind of like changed it up, and I said, hey, are you Indian or Persian? And that was it, right? That was the best I could do. The second time I said, hey, can I borrow some muscle from you? Because she's like really fit, got abs, huge back. Dude, she's a 10 out of 10, like, on the body-wise. But what really made me attracted to her was, I would say, the spiritual thing. Because, as Dr. Dwayne White said, is someone that inspires you, that means you're in spirit, right? And this girl, like, literally inspired me how hard she worked. Like, the tenacity that she had. I've never seen that with other women. I've been in the gym life since 6th grade. I've owned a personal training business. I've opened many gyms. And, dude, I've never seen a woman with that kind of tenacity, and she was still a woman. She wasn't like a dyke or bisexual or male or a bunch of tattoos. She was like a woman, but with abs and lean and takes care of herself, right? So I was like, man, I need to like figure out how to do this because I've never done that, right? So I started researching it, and they told me how to start talking to people at the gym, so I started doing that. I started going to the gym. I started talking to the cleaning guy. I started talking to the manager. I started talking to personal trainers. I started talking to the guys working out. I just became a social hub. And it was all thanks to this girl, because in my life, I never wanted to be a social individual. Like, literally, I don't give a shit about small talk. What do you want? Let's go do it. That's the type of guy I am. I've never been a BSer, a bullshitter, a small talker. I actually frown on that type of stuff, right? So anyways, guys, I took all this lesson, I got the encouragement, and in 3 weeks, literally, like I've only talked to this girl for like maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes, and I never stopped and talked to her because I was scared. I didn't know what to say. That's the honest truth. Now that sounds like a very vulnerable thing to say, but that is the truth, guys. Okay. So, anyways, today I went to the gym. And, we were passing by, and I took my earphone off, the studio earphone. I said, hey, I noticed that you do legs on Monday. You want to work out with me? And the lady was like so nice and so a real woman. And she literally like declined me. She said, look, dude, you're a monster, basically. You're a beast. I can't keep up with you in legs, right? I can't do it. And this girl's really, really fit. She could hang up. She could keep up with me. But I took it as, she probably has someone because I saw her actual ring in her finger. And she was just being a real nice woman and declining me, like saying, hey, dude, don't take it the wrong way. I just can't keep up with you in legs day, which makes sense. But I took it as maybe she's not interested. I don't know if that's the right way to take it. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think I should do? Do you think I should pursue her a little bit more, or do you think I should drop it? Personally, I think that I've made 3 attempts, small talk, and I shot my shot, but it didn't go through. But even though it didn't go through, it was such a great, revealing feeling, ladies and gentlemen, because I wanted something. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to talk to women. I didn't know how to be a socializer. I'm not a real socializer type of dude, man. I'm a quiet dude, right? All the time. I've always been that way, right? I'm not a guy that wants to have a bunch of friends and I don't give a shit about that, right? I like to just I'm the lone wolf type of guy, right? I just think I can do everything with myself, and I'm happy just being with myself, and, I enjoy my own self. I don't know what else to say. Most people don't, but I can just kick it with myself, right? And I've done that all my life pretty much. So, but I had to change for this girl, I had to become a different person, and I was so happy that God put this girl in front of me, right? To make me these changes that I needed to. I needed to become a socializer. I don't need to be like antisocial anymore. I need to be able to shoot my shot to the most beautiful girls ever, 10 out of 10, you know what I mean? When I was younger, I used to get really hot girls, and I thought, man, they were headaches. And then on my second relationship, I thought, I shouldn't get a girl that's really hot because it's just been headaches. So I got a girl that was like a 5 or a 6, Dude, that girl was the most headache in my life, dude. I mean, like, God bless her. But, dude, I've learned that I'm not going to go for any of those 5 or 6 anymore. I'm only going to go for what I really, really want, which is a 10. It's someone that works out, is physically fit, is a real woman, has a low body count, is truly nice, truly takes care of their physical body and their mental body through yoga, through meditation, and stuff like that, okay? And there's no reason to go for anything less. Now, let's bring this back to real estate, okay? A lot of you guys been following me since 2013 and downloading my free Ninja phone script, my flyers, and still to this day, you haven't done a deal. Come on, dude. What's holding you back? You've been following me almost 8 years, 9 years. You still haven't done a deal. I understand what it feels like to be scared. Trust me, I was totally scared when I saw this girl. Like, this girl was so hot. She was like my dream, like what I think a dream girl should be, right? In my perception, right? And I didn't have the skills to go approach her, but I did the first step, which is learn. The second step was take action, go back, learn. Take action, go back, learn, take action, go back and learn, get rejected, okay? And by doing that process, it really shaped me that, hey, I can be a socializer. Like, I go to the gym now, at the same gym, I'm like, hey, what's up, dude? You got a new haircut? Hey, man, you're lifting the whole gym, bro. Hey, what's up, bro? Like, people I don't even fucking know, dude. I'm just like, now I'm becoming instantly a socializer thanks to this girl. Again, I got dissed by this girl in my own mind. Maybe she's going to come back and approach me, but I'm not going to approach her anymore because, I'm not a chaser in the sense of like, I'm not going to harass anyone, dude, right? I did 3 attempts. First one was just like, where are you from? The second one was like, crack her up. The third one was intent, let her know that she was cute. And the fourth one was like, hey, you want to hit legs on Monday? Because I noticed you do legs on Monday. And I got declined, but this decline was one of the best things that happened to me, guys, because literally I was able to shift my life, analyze my life, and say, look, for 48 years old, you've been an antisocial individual. You work 7 days a week to start 3 businesses. One of your businesses, you have 4 locations to have all these rentals. You work all the fucking time. You cut off your friends, you cut off your family, you cut off all this shit just to focus on your goals, right? And so this thing that I'm trying to show you is that some of you guys been trying to do real estate since 2013. I have your leads. You submitted the lead to get my Ninja phone script. And now it's 2024. You still haven't done a fucking deal, dude. What the fuck is holding you back? I tell you what is holding you back. The same thing that was holding me back. Fear, dude. Fear of rejection. Fear of not knowing what to say, not knowing what to do. This is the reason why I created Let's Do a Deal. If you've been following me since 2013 and you haven't done a fucking deal, join my coaching program, Let's Do a Deal, and let me hold your hands and let me help you do deals, guys. I'll show you how to find motivated sellers in your backyard for free, just through guerrilla marketing. I will show you how to structure these deals to buy at a deep discount or with seller financing. Just like me, I needed a coach to go and be social. Just like me, I needed a coach to go approach girls because I've never had to go approach girls because for some reason God made me 6 foot and I worked out since 6th grade and women approached me and then I had financial success and even more high quality women had approached me, from doctors to chiropractors to PAs and you name it. And yes, I made a bad decision with going with the trash versus the high quality woman, but that was my mistake, and this is the reason that I now learned that, I need to be a socializer. I need to create my own door of opening versus waiting for the women to come to me, because more than likely the women that are going to come to me are not a good deal. Let me give you an example. I was at a coffee shop. This girl that's like an 8, right? Literally an 8 in the body, works out, buff. I mean, anyone else would just hit it, right? Her face, a 7, body 8, okay? Like this girl, literally was hitting on me every freaking day at the coffee shop, day after day, right? Literally telling me, hey, I'm following you around. I could literally tap that if I wanted to. But one of the first questions I asked her is, hey, is your parents divorced? And she said yes. So I realized from many relationships now, I'm not going to get into a relationship with anyone else that their parents have been divorced, because that's going to be, any woman that their dad has not been in their life, they don't know what it is to be a wife, right? Let me just shoot it straight with you. With my own personal experience. Now, I'm generalizing, there's 1% or 10% that are away from that, but in general, if someone's been divorced, I ain't fucking with them no more. I've already done that twice, and I've been burned. I'm not fucking with any woman that her mom and dad are not together anymore, because she hasn't been groomed for that, right? So going back to the story with this girl at the coffee shop, she was a 10, dude. I mean, literally, any girl, any guy would bang that, right? She was hitting on me for a whole week, dude. Literally wanted to sleep with me, and I would decline it. I was like, no, thank you, dude. I don't want it. It has, one of the most powerful things is to have self-discipline, right? Have self-discipline to say, look, dude, I don't want this shit. Nah, that is the most important thing about a man, to have self-discipline, go to the gym, to decline women, right? So this girl literally was trying to fuck me every fucking day at the coffee shop, and I was just declining her, right? And then a week went by, she introduced me to her daughter, and 3 weeks went by, and her daughter, I was at the coffee shop, her daughter came and sit next to me, she was like, you know what, man, well, before I go into that, this girl also had this boyfriend, right? She had this older guy that she was dating that was making so much money and blah, blah, blah. And I'm that was a total turn off. I'm you got a fucking boyfriend and you're still hitting on me, you still want to fucking do X and Y with me? That's fucking, stay the fuck back, right? I'm not into that shit. So anyways, guys, a few weeks went by, her daughter comes at the coffee shop and she says, Mike, my mom, the guy she was dating, he was a cross-dresser, I'm holy shit, dude, right? And I'm oh my gosh, dude. And then she was whoa, ragging on her mom. And I'm wow, I'm glad I didn't go for that chick, right? There was a reason why I was my heart was saying no, no, no. So anyways, a week went by after her daughter tells me that. I see her at a coffee shop, and then she comes up to me hey, this is my new boyfriend. And she had met some other guy. And I thought to myself, didn't you just have a boyfriend? It hasn't even been 2 weeks you guys broke up after so many years of being together. You already had another boyfriend. And this is the reason I realized that, dude, low quality women are everywhere. And you got to say no to them, dude, because, they may not be approaching you. They may be approaching you, but there's a lot of low quality women. You just got to decline them, dude. Just say no. You can't just be thinking with this head, right? You got to think with this. You got to have discipline. You got to say no. The more you're able to say no, the more powerful you become. So anyways, guys, I was thankful that I didn't go for that shaitan girl that was trying to sleep with me like day after day, and just like she was like so aggressive and hitting on me, and I'm like, no way, dude, I'm not. First, you're fucking have a divorced family. Second, you're fucking dating some other dude. And then I saw that after that happened with her, she broke up in like less than 2 weeks. She had another boyfriend. I was like, thank you God that I didn't choose that, because if I would have, you could see what kind of chaos I would have been into, because some people are living chaos, man. They go from chaos to chaos. And if you coop up with that type of individual, your life will become a chaos. How do I know? Trust me, dude, I done that. I hooked up with someone that was a chaos, right? And my life became a chaos. And that's why I'm doing this video for you, because a couple of things I'm doing this video for you is, number one, is that you gotta know what you want. Number two, whatever you want, you're not going to know how to do it. You're going to have fear. You're not going to know what to do, bro. Trust me, I've been there. I've done that. I've done that with my moving company. I've done that with my real estate brokerage firm. I did that when I first bought my first house. I just showed you I've done that with a girl. I didn't know men have to approach girls, dude. That may sound funny and naive, but trust me, I didn't know that, because women have always approached me, right? Since high school, all the way till I got married and divorced, and then again, okay? So to be honest with yourself is another important thing. To also know that whatever you want to go do, you're going to get rejected. You're going to have fear. And you have to be okay with that. Some of you guys never give a seller an offer that you want to buy their house at a deep discount or with seller financing, because you're just scared. You're scared of getting rejected. What if the seller says no? What if the seller, that's okay, dude, I got rejected with this beautiful 10. But somehow, indirectly, God helped me change my whole life, dude. Helped me realize that I need to become a socializer. Helps me to realize that I have to pursue women. Helps me realize how to have an opener, how to open a conversation, and to realize that, hey, I am going to get rejected. This is just normal, you know. And if I don't, I sit out, I'm going to miss out on life. So my point to you is, if you've been following me since 2013, you haven't done a fucking real estate deal. Or if you have been doing deals and you're only doing like 1 or 2 deals a month or here and there, and you want to have consistent deals. If you're tired of chasing the sellers and you want to have the sellers chase you, then join me at Let's Do a Deal, because I'm the professional of having sellers chase me. I'm the professional of having women chase me, not because I don't know what happened, but I've learned not to chase and have them chase you. Now I'm at a point where I'm 40 years old and I've learned that also I have to chase. So the skill that you're going to get from me is, if you've been chasing the sellers, you're going to learn the skills of having the sellers chase you through marketing and creating systems. So guys, the point of this video is, dude, I met this beautiful woman. She declined me, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not a professional, like a guy like that. But I think, I got declined. But I was saying thank you, God, because thank you, God, that she put this girl, literally put this girl in front of my radar, because before that, I wasn't inspired, right? I became like a Sufi. I didn't want anything in life anymore. I didn't want any women. I didn't want any material things. I'm happy just the way I am. I just do yoga. I do meditation. I'm okay with that. I don't want a bunch of shit, right? I've already done that American dream bullshit that is empty, right? Because when you die, you ain't taking shit with you. Or the idea of when you build a legend, like whenever I die, then people are going to care, like whatever that shit is, dude. But what I want to tell you is that whatever you want to do, it's going to require fear, rejection, research, pulling on the trigger, more research, pulling on the trigger, rejection. And it's going to take you to meditate. Like literally, I've been sitting here and I've been meditating on me being more social. Me meditating on, when I go to the gym, I'm going to talk to everyone. I don't care if it's the personal trainer. I don't care if it's the cleaning lady. I don't care if it's the 10 guy or 10 girl. I'm going to, like today I was in the gym. This guy was lifting all out. Like, dude, bro, you're lifting the whole fucking gym. We tap, boom, we just make friends. Like, just like that. And before, dude, I wouldn't want to make friends. People will come hit on me. I'll be mad at them because they're talking to me, because I didn't give a shit. I just want to be in my own little world. And I am very, very thankful that God put this girl in front of my life. And even though I wouldn't have a chance to talk with her, she inspired me to change. Like literally, she inspired me to become a better person, become more social, to be able to understand dynamics of men have to chase women, the dynamics of men opening, teasing them, and so on and so on. So I want to thank God that he was able to listen to me, because I was like, the only way I would deal with a person if they're Persian or if they're Indian. you know, or somewhere in the Middle East, right? They can't be no Christian or, you know, or because man, a lot of these Christian women have so many bodies, man. You know what I mean? And I'm done with that shit, dude. They can't be Latin anymore. I ain't fucking with no more Latin women. The last 2 wives were Latin, and I ain't fucking with no Latin bitches. I ain't fucking with no bitches that have divorces in their family, high mileage, high body counts. I ain't fucking with no bitches that are just like Gucci mamas, they're showing everything they got, or narcissist bitches. And the same thing I'm trying to tell you, because once you start doing that with sellers, you're going to realize that you're not going to fuck with non-motivated sellers. You're not going to fuck with sellers that are testing the waters, the sellers that want to get a bunch of different offers with a bunch of different investors. You're not going to fuck with that. You're going to know who you want as a seller. And once you see that, you go, that's the deal that I want. And that's what I did in my business. You know, I've talked with 10,000 sellers, but I only cherry picked the best of the best deals for me in the last crash because I knew exactly what I wanted, and that's what I'm trying to teach you today. So guys, no matter what fear you have, no matter whatever your dream is, if it's chasing women, if it's buying houses, if it's flipping houses, if it's starting your own business, if it's writing a book, know that you're gonna have fear, bro. Know that you're gonna not know what to do. It's just normal. Now, the first step is to take the first step. Once you take the first step, then the second step. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Click the like button and don't take no for an answer. Peace, guys.